welcome back to Adorabuild. My name is Ruth and my little dog is called Pucky, and today we are speed building up another Frozen 2 set, which is the beautiful Arendelle Castle Village set. So this was released late last year to coincide with the Frozen 2 movie. So we do have a few mini dolls in here. We're starting off with Anna in her beautiful white outfit, which looks amazing. We also have Elsa in this gorgeous sparkly lilac outfit too. Next up, we're building up some of the smaller builds. So we start off with this fantastic little rowboat, and it does have some really fantastic and lovely looking sticker pieces in here as well. I actually quite like this colour combination of the sand green, the dark teal, the white, a little bit of blue sparkly stickers, as well as that gorgeous reddish brown as well. I think that looks really lovely and quite different as well for a Disney princess set. Next up, we're starting on another one of the market stalls, and we have gotten market stall sets in the past. And so there was a set called Elsa's Market Adventure, which was released in 2018, and you can actually see that in the background of this build as well. I thought it would be really nice to have a little bit of a look at some of the other sets that we have had for Arendelle. So this particular market stall looks like it is meant to be seafood. So we have a little fish and some crab and that beautiful white and blue awning, a fantastic sticker piece that goes on here as well, and then another lovely orange yellow leaf piece with a little dove on top. We can also include the little kitty cat on the edge of the jetty as well. So that was everything for bag number 1. Now we get to move on to bag number 2. So in here we start to build up the main base of Arendelle Castle. So we do use that lovely lavender colour as well as the nougat colour, a little bit of dark brown with the magenta and the dark purple. I do actually really like the design of the flooring and the rugs by using those pentagon pieces. Pentagons have 5 sides, don't they? Yes, so the pentagon pieces that quite often are used for the back of the thrones and all of those sorts of things. So I thought that was a really lovely addition. As we start to build the walls up, we then add that really pale minty green colour, as well as the dark teal and some tan as well. The highlights that we use in this set are also the magenta and that bright yellow-orange colour as well, which tends to get used for the little flower boxes and that sort of stuff too. So again, there's some really lovely details in this set, and once again in the background you can actually see the Arendelle Castle Celebration set, which was actually released in 2016 as well. So I thought that it would be really nice to have a little bit of a comparison between these two castles to see how Lego has sort of evolved, and also so we can sort of start to think about what it might be like if we were actually to create a little bit of a Lego Arendelle scene. In our third bag we do get Kristoff. So he's looking really fantastic in his black and orange outfit. So again, very autumnal colours being used in this set. I also particularly like the way that we have built up the doors for this castle as well, which is what I'm building on screen at the moment. So the addition of those beautiful stickers also helps with the door build as well, and those stickers do have a little bit of a holographic reflection to them as well, a little bit of a sparkle, which is really lovely to have in this set. You can probably tell I do really enjoy my holographic stickers. So of course we continue to add in some more of the details for the sort of top of the first floor, just a little bit more emphasis around that main door area. So we add in that beautiful triangled archway piece, a few more little slopes in order to create the impression of roofs, and then we actually build up some smaller little turrets to include there as well, which look fantastic too. We then build in some more smaller details for this set. So we add in a little birdhouse, which I think is really sweet because we do have a few little doves in here as well. And then we also start building up another marketplace stall, which I thought was quite an interesting little addition for this particular bag. But I think that this is meant to be a little bit of a bakery store with pretzels and that sort of thing as well. So that's fantastic. And then we also build up this wonderful looking lamppost as well. And I think that this is a really lovely design. I don't think it's anything that different to anything that Lego has built in the past. But of course, the addition of these beautiful, bright and vibrant flags just make it such a big difference. So I thought that that was an absolutely lovely build. Of course, if we are going to build up a little bit more of an Arendelle scene, I would absolutely love to be able to add in a few more lampposts like that as well. As you can see, we are now on to a next bag. So we're starting to build up another floor, and this particular floor does have a bedroom in it as well. So I thought that this was quite a lovely little build. Obviously we are continuing with the same sort of colour palette, but we add in these beautiful arched windows. And then we also start to add in this beautiful feature window in the centre as well. And it was quite interesting that this was a transparent piece but actually had those gold hatching printed on it. So that actually wasn't a sticker, which I thought was actually quite interesting. We do add in a gorgeous family portrait sticker though on that wall, which is such a beautiful little homage to the Anna and Elsa's family. Plus we do these two like shadow portraits of both Anna and Elsa as well. I do really like this knot building technique for the window boxes too. So all in all, the first floor looks absolutely gorgeous as well. So I thought that that was a really nice little build for that. Interestingly, what we actually do with this set as well is that we don't add any of the interior furniture until right at the very end, which I thought was actually quite interesting because usually we add that as we go. As you can see now, we're building up the final floor of this particular castle, which I think is meant to represent more of an attic space. So we do have more of the roof line being added in here, another little top turret being added into the centre of this build, which also includes a little telescope, which I thought was quite a lovely little addition, especially for the sort of top of a castle tower. Of course, we're building up more walls, adding onto the roof line as well with those gorgeous pale minty green colour, and then finishing that off with a beautiful looking dark teal piece. Another little sticker to represent sort of the royal family crest. And then both of these pieces are actually printed as well with the dark green teal tiles on it as well. So I thought that was quite interesting that Lego included very large printed pieces in this set. So that's the exterior of the castle all done and dusted and looking very gorgeous. And now we move on to building up some of the interior furniture. So we start off with a lovely little sofa which goes on the ground floor. We then add in a little purple and magenta table, of course with the chocolate bar on there as well, because who doesn't love chocolate, especially if you're running around in the winter snow. Then we add in this gorgeous looking little throne, which does include a sticker for its cushion and then quite a sort of high back to it, and I think that that is actually meant to be Elsa's sort of throne there as well. So the throne for the Queen, not for Anna the Princess. We then build up this gorgeous wardrobe that does have a beautiful interior sticker that features a lot of the sort of dresses that are very reminiscent of Frozen. A little present where you can only fit one bow, not two, so I had to take one out of that. Now we start building up the bed for this set, and once again I do really like the design for this bed because it does actually include that hinge piece on the top, so you can actually fit a mini doll into the middle of it rather than lying on top of the covers. They can actually snuggle in underneath. We also have a trunk that goes in the attic, and then like a sculpted bust that also goes up in the attic. We have just created a little bit of an easel which is meant to go into the attic as well, that features a painting of Anna and Kristoff and Sven. All of these little bits and pieces can then get added in to the interior, so you just end up placing them where you think it looks nice. And I guess it's also lovely that you can sort of mix and match this as well. So now we have come to the end of this lovely build, and we can have a look at all the details that's included in this set, which looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really pleased that I was able to get hold of this beautiful castle, and I think that it does suit the whole vibe of Frozen really well. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it a big like and subscribe and all of that fantastic stuff that lets me know that you're enjoying my channel. I do release really regular content, so until my next video, take care of yourselves and bye bye!